Hey guys, welcome back to Mo's Game Table. Today we're going to take a look inside Paper Wars issue number 99. This is the official magazine of Compass Games, and inside we get the game Assault on Tobruk, Rommel Triumphant, which is designed by Steven Newberg. We're going to take a look through both the magazine and the game. But first, let's take a look at all the components that come with the magazine. And we start off with the magazine itself. A shrink-wrapped copy of the counters, and as you can see, they're starting to fall out already, which is why these are shrink-wrapped. And then our map. So let's set up the map and take a closer look at the game and the magazine. And here's a look at the map that comes with the game. As you can see, it centers on the area of Tobruk, and there are multiple terrain features, which we're going to go over here in a moment. Map's got kind of a retro look to it. That's why you see the orangey type colors and the grays and the dark, almost like a light black. It does have that retro look to it, which is kind of old school. Terrain feature wise, we've got these light black areas here. These are wadis. The gray areas are escarpments. The orange areas are rough. Then you have these darker tan areas. These are slopes. And of course, you've got clear throughout. You've got tracks. We've got cities up here as well. And then we've got a string here of anti-tank ditches along with major and minor strong points. And then another inner band of minefields here. So a wide assortment of terrain to deal with here in this map. And we'll take a look at the counters that come with the game, and I had to put some of them back in because these really fall out very, very easily. So punching them is going to be a breeze. We've got German forces here, Italian forces below that, and then at the bottom we have South African forces which carry over here to the top right. Then the rest are the Indian Army, and then we have some administrative counters at the bottom. And when looking at the counters a little closer, we see that there are 4 numbers at the bottom. From left to right, those numbers are the anti-tank strength, anti-infantry strength, defense strength, and then the final number is the movement allowance. Next, we're going to jump into the magazine and take a look at the rule set that comes with the game. It's a very short one, only about 6 pages. Start off with the introduction, the general course of play, the game equipment. It's going to explain to you how to read the counters, which we've already looked at, unit types and the unit sizes. Then we get into the sequence of play, bombardment. It breaks down all the steps for bombardment. Then you have movement, zones of control, stacking, access withheld entry. Then we get into the combat here, which explains all the steps for combat. And then the Allied tactical deficiency, engineers, and then Rommel himself. Then we get to the game setup and victory conditions and the scenarios that come with the game. Then we have the designer's notes and some historic notes. And then we're at the back of the rules, but we also get the counter manifest. And then the terrain effects chart, as well as the combat results table, turn sequence outline, and the bombardment points table, which are all also on the map. Next, we'll take a look inside issue number 99. This is a 55-page full-color magazine. Inside of the front cover, we have the table of contents listing out all the articles in this issue. Start off with the letter from the editor, Ty Bomba, and then news from the front by Adam Starkweather. World War II Commander Battle of the Bulge by designer John Butterfield. He's going to explain the origins and design variants and things to come for this series. World War II Commander is going to be a series. First one was Battle of the Bulge, and the next one is going to be Market Garden, which was shown at Compass Expo, had the prototype, and there you go. We have the experimental variant, Pincers and Holds, and then it says here what's coming up next in the Commander series, and that's Market Garden, like we were talking about. Then we have Napoleon Ziegel's Storm in the East, and we get an extra scenario here, Storming of Leipzig, Scenario 5, and then Götterdämmerung, which is Scenario 6. Then we have a deep dive into the Doomsday Project by Adam Starkweather, talking about that design. The Troubles, Simulation and Reality by Hugh O'Donnell. Crusade and Revolution, Spanish Civil War, 1936 to 1939. Then we get into an article for the game that's in this issue, Assault on Tobruk, which was by designer Steven Newberg. Then we already looked at the rules about midway through the magazine. Go past that. Then we have a player A chart, Battle in the Bluegrass for Perryville and Winter of Discontent for Stones River. Then we have the designer deep dive for Devil Boats by designer Joe Carter. I'll talk about that game, and there's a PT-109 scenario add-on, randomized unit order of attack, and then we get into a Napoleon's Imperium deep dive with designer Andrew Rowland. And if anybody's followed that development process of that game, it's so impressive, the tables he's made and how they were able to get this map here to replicate that table that he had built over the years, which is just such an impressive piece. And he goes into a good deep dive here on this game. And there's Andrew right there. Lamps Are Going Out, World War I, Technology, Background, and Stats by designer Kirk Ullman. Then we have Galicia Official Errata for Galicia 1914. Paper Wars 98. Battle of the Alma game map errata here at the bottom of that page. Then we get to the design preview for Second Fallujah. That's going to be an upcoming game in Paper Wars magazine. I think that's going to be like issue 102. I'm real excited about that one. Then we have the progress report by John Kranz in his usual spot from the Thursday Night Compass shows. And then we are at the back of the magazine. And there you go, Compass Expo 2021. And that is a look at everything you get inside of Paper Wars issue number 99. This is the official journal of Compass Games. Start off with the game Assault on Tobruk, Rommel Triumphant. Only 6 pages of rules, going to be real easy to grok it, get it on the table and start chucking dice. A whole bunch of great articles inside. Looking forward to World War II Commander, Market Garden from John Butterfield, as well as several designer deep dives, extra scenarios, and even a couple of pieces of errata there towards the end. So a lot of great information, as always, inside of Paper Wars magazine, issue number 99. Well, I hope that helps you guys out if you've been curious about this one. Do you have any comments or questions? Post them down below. Thanks for tuning in, guys. See you next time.